Welcome to the Zany Talk podcast, and we're back again with Desi.
Yeah, me hi.
What? Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
You're awake again
I'm awake again. I need more sleep.
after learning about the the skimming of Warhammer 40k.
Too much information. Need to sleep to process it. So yeah.
Oh, I see. But as it is customary on this podcast, small talk. Does he have any small talk?
I work. I don't know. I'm excited for the cosplay event though.
Yes, Gigazone Gaming is coming up. When this podcast is out, we have already done it.
Who knows how they'll do?
Yes.
Put your estimations in the bot. That won't work.
No cheating if you watch. But Gigazone Gaming, I've gone to it before. Last year I went with Xander and Brennan, and we got second in Overwatch 2. We each got $100 each, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
So this year we're obviously taking a group of us to do Valorant because Overwatch 2 is no longer on the roster. I wonder why.
Really?
Yes, Overwatch 2 has fallen.
That's
Overwatch in general has fallen from its perch.
Yeah.
that's
And fallen hard.
Interesting. To be honest, I thought it would be around a lot longer than it was. It was only around for a few years where it was high and mighty.
So, well, I like to keep Overwatch 2 and Overwatch 1 in the same basket.
Okay.
So, Overwatch 1 definitely captivated and had a very strong esports and whatnot, but it just started falling when just nothing happened for a while. But when they did start doing stuff, especially switching to Overwatch 2, which in my opinion was a bad move in
The
general.
reason why they switched over to Overwatch 2 is because they're supposed to have more story mode to it.
Yes, but that never happened.
Yeah, because
so
they decided to
Blizzard
actually
pretty
listen to
much delivered on false promises.
Yeah.
That like Blizzard does.
Yes.
Um.
And then it just flopped, and then back. It just snowballed and just finally has exploded.
Interesting. I only heard about Overwatch when Overwatch 2 came out.
I knew he existed. I never played it because I just didn't have a PC or anything. But yeah, it just fell off. It just kind of vanished, and with the appearance of Marvel Rivals, it finally was enough to extinguish the flame of Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
And these days, I've heard for even competitive queue, it's an hour long.
Since we're on gaming type topics, a little bit of small talk I have is I found a new game that I don't know how addicted I'm going to get to it.
Oh, the space tracking simulator?
Star Trucker.
Yeah.
Good game, fun game. It's going to take up a lot of my time, and we'll see how that ends up.
Yep. I probably will not get it.
I wish they would have a multiplayer that I could force people to get it.
Yeah, you could. I'll stick to my American Trucking Simulator whenever I play it again.
Okay. He'll be driving on the roads, I'll be driving in space.
Yes. But back to Gigazone. There is the group of us that are going for Valorant, which would be me, Brennan, Eric, Xander, and our good baby boy, Scotty.
Scotty!
Scotty!
Shout out to Scottster.
So, and then we're having another group of us going with us that is not part of the Valorant team, but that'd be Desi doing some cosplay there.
Yeah.
Who are you cosplaying? I know it's someone from Lee.
Yone.
Yes. Yeah. But you're doing the female version of him.
Yeah, because I think he's really cool. He's my. I'm maining him right now, so. It's been a little obsession.
you
You're getting
nervous?
in character.
I am. I've never done something like this, so.
Yeah, it's cosplay. I feel like can be a big leap for someone to get into, especially of dressing up and
like,
walking in where people are wearing normal clothes.
Yeah. It's certainly something different, but I'm so excited. Like, get out of my comfort zone. It's still kind of a comfort zone, you know?
My only interaction with cosplay is when at the state fair, you asked me to pick up a maid outfit for you, and I taught the person I bought it from what cosplay was.
Oh, yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I taught them a new word. I'm
I saw it, I was like debating it behind me, like, I'll just skip this time. I'm like, no, and I knew another group of you guys were going, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for them, but can you see if you can try to get it for me?
Yep, I remember doing that too, and we're like, okay,
I figured.
so we're gonna do this first. We're gonna find the maid outfit. We'll come back to it later because we're not walking around the Minnesota State Fair with a maid outfit out of everything.
Yeah.
So we did our rounds of the Minnesota State Fair, saw some animals, got Thomas a hat.
Oh, my good old hat. I love that hat.
We did the rounds. I don't think we went on any rides or anything like
No,
that.
we didn't.
We did get food. We did do the Venture
Did
Center.
you guys do the airlifts?
No.
Oh,
No,
Eric
we-
and Andy all did.
We went in the
Event
butterfly thing.
Yeah.
Center? Oh yeah, we went
I
in the
love
butterfly
those.
thing.
They liked me too much. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they did.
Where are they?
No, literally.
Was it on my nose or where was it? It was on my cheek.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
just had one on my cheek since I walked in there. Just, oh, hi.
No,
How are you
literally.
doing?
When I went in
It
there,
didn't leave until I forcibly removed it.
yeah, when I went in there, they're all obsessed with Eric. I'm like, you know what, bro, this is all you.
They're attracted to the tism.
Literally.
I'm just a druid in real life.
Yeah. I just existed in there. I think one landed on me, and that was about it.
I think I had one on my cheek, one on my back, one on my shoulder.
You had a lot on you.
I'm surprised nothing landed on my hat or head.
I remember almost taking a child.
What?
Remember where we were in like the little event center?
Oh, yeah.
I jumped up, and then the kid was like right there, and I almost took him out.
Yeah, it's very chaotic at the state fair. That was my first time going.
Yeah,
too.
it's very crowded and stuff like that. There should be many adventures we do this summer
Yeah.
of adventuring around Minnesota and finding some things. Possibly a podcast episode that might be coming up that I think of. A new car episode? Be more than biannual. I think if we ever go on any trips and I post to the Instagram, it will be with multiple people with us. So it'd be me, you, and then somebody in the back seat.
Yeah, probably.
Whoever we can drag along with.
Anyway, I think this is the most eventful small talk we've had.
No, we've had eventful small talks before.
Oh, I just can't remember them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of U-Haul.
And then I believe some other people are coming with us to gaze on too on your behalf.
Jared.
Is that it? I thought Jared...
I know my sibling's boyfriend's gonna be there, but not as us in a group. He's going
Okay.
kind of his friends, like, so I'm probably gonna be him there too. He's more going for like magic cards. So it's kind of same as Jared too.
I
He's
would
there
love
this
to
morning.
join you guys, but for one, I don't want to be third wheeling, and two, I have podcast episodes to record. Save me, guys. I am way too busy.
Yep. And then we might have a third person come with us, which is Ashton. He's going to be doing the magic trick over there, I think. He's still undetermined with it. But yeah, we'll have to find a car arrangement here, because not everybody can fit in my Civic.
No, it's fine. I'll probably
Just put people in the trunk. You gotta space this trunk.
Does you and your boyfriend want to go in the trunk?
No, we're fine. We'll
There's
Yeah.
plenty of room back there. I'm pretty sure it can fit comfortably about 5 bodies.
What?
It's a big trunk, guys.
Sus you.
Uncomfortably, I could probably stuff 10.
I'm completely too.
Okay. Getting a bit dark here.
Yes. What, you don't go up to the dealership and ask them how much bodies can you fit in this trunk?
Only when I have a camera and I get to record the reaction. Because that's gold right there.
That is gold. Yeah, so you haven't gone there yet, if I'm right.
Be my first time.
Yeah.
I know my sibling's boyfriend mentioned it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then you guys mentioned it. I'm like, if everybody's just going, I'm just gonna go too.
Okay. Well, there's obviously the competition there.
Yeah.
So
What's the prize pool look like?
So I believe for cosplay or because each
just
game has
esports. Or how many games do they host?
I can look it up this year. I know the basic is Valorant,
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, Rocket League, the football, Madden. There we go.
But not League of Legends.
And then there's also League of Legends takes a long time.
No, it doesn't. It's about the same as Valorant.
True.
You can drag out a league game for a
Then-
long time though as well.
Yeah. But they've also shortened it. Like for Overwatch, they didn't do complete games right away. They did like smaller ones, which I think they'll do that for Valorant too. They might be just Swift plays. But there's also Super Smash and Mario Kart there too, and I believe also an arcade game tournament.
arcade game?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like
like
old
retro.
arcades.
Oh yeah.
I hate that I just threw out the word
It's
retro
the
like that.
60s. Let me see. Tournaments. So this year they have Rocket League, Valorant, Madden, Fortnite, Super Smash Junior.
Junior.
Yes, for younger.
Oh,
Um,
I'm like is
Mario.
that game or-
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario 8 Deluxe Junior, Retro Arcade Tournament, Magic the Gathering, and then cosplay, and then Team and T Shredder's Revenge, which I believe is a fighting game. Oh, and then they have the Bibiji Drift Time Trial, which is they use BeamNG and you get to drive one of their vehicles in game
Oh,
and
nice.
get as fast as possible.
On a drift course?
Yes,
Nice.
I attempted and it got close.
Oh. I bet
And
a
last
lot
year I
of it
believe was
is
a van.
a van. This
It's a
year you
fun
get to
time.
drive the Batmobile.
Yeah, but yeah, they have like full on rig and everything up there for it.
No,
It's pretty
no
cool.
clue what the prize pool is, or
I can look.
what do
real
they
quick.
have on the line? What are they fighting for?
So we'll do cosplay first.
I know Battle in the North had a $5,000
So I know there's a
prize pool.
cosplay. So for the adult, which you would be in, Desi, which is third place is $100, second place $200, and first place $300. So that's what's standing on the line for you.
Well, I've been looking. It's been a consistent, the same person winning for like the last couple years.
Mm.
So for what's on the line for us, the Valorant team, which this is team money, so it'll
Yeah.
be split evenly amongst us, which is $250 for third, $500 for second, and $1,000 for first.
Okay.
So $200 for first, second, which would be $100, and then $50 for third.
I'm thinking you messed up there because you said the first place was $1,000, if I recall you saying.
Yes, so $200 each.
You you split out each. Okay. Stop changing the math.
I don't know how I changed the math.
Most okay. What most people do when they say what the prize pool is? The prize pool is all together. What's on the line?
Yes,
Um,
that's what I put first, and then I split it up.
no, all together. What's on the line for 1, 2, 3 place or 4? That's the prize pool, and then the prize for place is what you did, and then you took it a step further and split it per person, which that's up to the team to decide how they want to split it.
True. We're splitting it evenly. If Xander complains, I don't care. Or if anybody complains, we're splitting it evenly. I'm pretty sure that's actually
10 more bucks for
unanimous.
gas.
Real.
I'm driving. Give me your cash.
Anyway, I
Yes.
think we should get down to the topic at hand, don't you?
We could also always talk about small talk, but yes, we indeed can go on to the actual topic of the day, which is real crime,
Or true crime.
true crime. So, Desi, I believe you have a story because me and Thomas barely,
Yeah.
I enjoy
Did
it.
anything?
I haven't watched like true crime shows or that
I-
much at all
Yeah, I haven't watched one in
since
a
I was
while.
young. I know my sisters and my dad just loved watching like NCIS. Bones was very popular. What was Grey's Anatomy? In kind of the medical side and just the true crime side.
Yeah.
And then, to be honest, I
What is
I
true
got
crime?
I got hooked on mysteries.
What is the definition of true crime?
The definition?
Yes.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong here, Desi, but isn't true crime more just in media? It's like a genre,
Yeah.
but it's basically looking over how the crime system works and crimes that have happened.
And the stories behind them.
Yeah, and nowadays I don't know if a lot of the shows out there that are like true crime, if they are actually true or they're just based roughly on it.
Like Forensic Files or
Yeah,
48 Hours.
Oh, okay, I see. So, true crime is a nonfiction.
Man using Google over
yeah.
here.
Well, I'm getting Google answer. Yeah. So pretty much, it's breaking down the crime and motivations and
Mhm.
whatnot,
Yeah,
and how they might have done.
I have a coworker at my work that is really into it, and he sent me a lot of podcasts on it. To be honest, I rarely have time to listen to podcasts, so. But
Listen,
a
it's
lot,
too many already.
I see a lot of true crime also being paired with horror, in the sense
Yeah.
where they tell it in a certain way that makes it more scary for the listener.
Yeah.
And that's just something I've noticed with it.
Yeah. Where I have a story. It's pretty silly. I'm not silly. It's really terrible, actually. It's really gruesome.
You're
But
pretty silly.
Pretty silly. A couple decapitations, a couple mutilations. You know, the
Silly guy.
works.
yeah.
But it was done by a clown, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty popular story. It's called The Black Dahlia.
Okay.
It happened in Los Angeles in January 15th of 1947.
Okay.
I just wrote it down. I'm sorry. Her name was Elizabeth Short, found murdered in Lambert Park, Los Angeles on January 15th, 1947. It gained popularity over how gruesome the crime actually was. So, her early life, she spent in New England and Florida with her father before relocating to California, which is commonly held that, and it was also commonly held that she was an aspiring actress.
Mm-hmm.
With like the whole case in general, they never actually found the culprit. It's still an unsolved mystery.
Ah.
Are you guys familiar with the John Bonet Ramsey murder?
Sorry, what was the name?
John Bonet Ramsey.
I don't believe
It
so.
sounds very familiar.
It's like a young girl who does like, you know what toddlers and tiaras is?
Yeah.
But it's like it's older than that. Around Christmas, she was like found murdered, and like all these old sick men are coming up saying, "Yeah, I murdered her. I did that." It's kind of the same case with this one.
Spartacus.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same scenario with this one. The murder had such an impact on the community, which also created a lot of theories and public speculation.
Interesting.
She was last spotted at the Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles. The hotel also gained massive popularity afterwards and is also known for severe hauntings, one of them supposedly being the Black Dahlia, since that's the last place that anybody really saw her. And
Yeah.
like down the road, they saw her like getting a drink.
Mm-hmm.
But last really known location was the Biltmore Hotel, Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
I think that's where I've heard that name before, is from the Biltmore.
Yeah.
It's a very popular tourist attraction
Yeah.
for that reason. Any thoughts here?
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm
Ah.
waiting. I'm
He's
making
enthralled.
Illusion.
He's enthralled, guys.
Continue.
They found her body naked and severed into two pieces. It was found in a vacant lot in Leimert Park. Her body was terribly mutilated. Her body was cut at the waist, completely drained of blood, leaving her skin pallid white. Examiners say she had been dead for about 10 hours before the discovery of her body, leaving her death time being around the evening of January 14th. The body had been apparently washed by the killer. Her face had been
Washed by the killer?
well, yeah, she got washed by the killer.
Okay.
You gotta give your body a bath.
Her face has been slashed from the corners of her mouth to her ears. It's creating the effect of the Glasgow smile. So it was like cut like right here all the way up to here. She had several cuts on her thighs and breast, and had been sliced away. The lower half of her body had been positioned about a foot away from her her top part,
Mm-hmm.
and her intestines were like tucked under her booty. Her corpse has been posed with her hands over her head and her legs spread apart.
Ah.
Yeah.
Apparently that guy had some artistic vision.
Apparently.
They had something going on.
So where was this at?
Los Angeles.
What hotel was it?
Biltmore.
Biltmore?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of...
Very intense Googling going on here.
It's a very old hotel. Besides, like, the Black Dahlia, it is also one of its main tourist things, I'd say, from what I know of, is, like, how haunted the place is in general. I believe there's other murders
What was the
that
park
happen.
called?
Alignment? It's kind of hard.
Alignment?
Liemert.
ERT?
MERT. No. LIE. There's no A.
Oh.
It's
L-I-A.
E. L-I-E.
M-I-E.
M.
M.
E-R-T. Park.
Congratulations, Logan. You
Yes,
get
I
5
know.
points out of pity.
So it's okay. So it's about a 32-minute drive for 33. Okay.
But they don't know how they got there.
A 2-hour walk. So it must have been from a drive or something like that. Because that's a distance right there. Definitely a distance. Interesting. Fascinating.
Very fascinating. And the fact that they kind of closed the case in this cold case now.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it, though.
Mm-hmm. Like, do they have any hard evidence that either placed some sort of lead on them or not?
They don't have any really evidence on the person. They had 16 suspects in all, and the I have it written down here. One of them being a young girl watching her father beat the Black Dahlia or Elizabeth Short with a claw hammer. Sorry.
Yeah.
And like a detachable garage. Another being a guy named George Holden being accused by his son. His son also claimed that his father committed several other additional murders. One being his secretary They wiretapped his house, and he said this. Supposedly, I did kill the Black Dahlia. They couldn't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary because she's dead. They thought there was something fishy. Anyway, now, they may have figured it out, killed her, or maybe I killed my secretary. So he did just say a really sexy thing, but they never really had crime pointing him to it besides him just saying.
And to be honest, unless they had a warrant to bug his house, that evidence could be thrown out in the court of law.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing was just. There's a lot of it's for how gruesome the crime was and how publicized it was. There's a lot of rumors and conspiracy theories going in, so there's no really one or another to believe or one lead to another. Obviously, from what I read and what I understand, they tried to do everything, but it became very difficult with everybody around them saying
Yeah, the media was heavily involved in it, and when the media gets involved and the word gets out, it brings out the crazies in the woodwork.
It's just so silly.
So this is it's not like a park. There's not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of houses and everything around.
Yeah, it was in a vacant lot. So it might look like there's a lot of houses now, but there's probably somewhere in there was a vacant lot in that area.
I see. It was in the football field. That's interesting. I almost wonder if it was like.
And to be honest, it sounds based on.
So her
crime.
last confirmed location was the hotel, right?
Yeah, and then people said they might have saw her down the street at a coffee shop or something like that, or getting a drink.
Okay.
That one's still a maybe, but the for sure sighting was the Biltmore Hotel because that's where
if
she was supposedly gonna meet her sister there.
She was probably in the lobby then, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Lobby
obviously.
or communal area.
Look at this young detective over here trying to solve a murder that
I'm trying
happened.
to figure out because if it was in a hotel room, she was staying there, and a hotel guest or not hotel guest, but hotel staff could have gotten to her room, and since she was washed, murdered in the bathtub.
Or they killed her and then murdered her, or they killed her and then washed her. Yeah.
Well, murder, I guess, could be a clean thing, but usually is not.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they probably murdered her, then cleaned her.
Probably,
yeah.
But I was putting those two together as if she was killed in the bathtub.
Both halves were drained of blood. She was severed. The washing would have had to happen afterwards. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Was she found the same day?
A day after.
Day after.
10
okay.
hours. So it happened on the 14th, but she was found on the 15th.
So she was probably kidnapped, murdered, washed, whatever, and then put in the vacant lot. That's probably what I would put together of how it
They
happened.
supposedly saw a guy, or someone saw a guy in a sedan by the place, supposedly, with his like doors open or whatever. Some guy went to go check it out, and the guy at the van's like, got really startled. He's like, "What are you doing?" And the guy who came up was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, and he just left. So.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know.
It's kind of like the Spider-Man meme with
Yeah.
two people.
Give me a second. Multi-screen. There you go.
Or recreation.
Yes, the recreation looks multiple screens.
Or like, there's that one. Or like, there's also like other conspiracy theories. Like she was dating a married man, so the wife might have gotten angry, or the married man just decided to murder her.
No, this murder scene. What are you doing with my phone?
Don't worry about it. You're all good. Let me in, would you fricker? Dang nabbit. Continue.
I just stared at Thomas for a while. But no, this doesn't seem like a revenge murder. It seems more of a psychopathic tendency for killing.
I'm more.
It was supposed to be representative of something, I believe, in the killer's eyes. It has to be.
Yeah, like a little.
You don't just
Picasso.
dump the body in an empty lot in a pose.
Yeah.
If this was a murder, it would have been hidden. And this doesn't seem like a murder. This seems more of a psychopath making an art piece out of a murder.
Yeah, that's why it's like. That's why people found it like really, really strange, and that's like why it got so publicized. Like it was like something completely different that's going on because there was a ton of murders going on. Like I was writing down too. I'm excited. Like there's a couple like murder strains that was going on, like the lipstick murders, the lone woman murders, and then like the Cleveland Torres murders.
Which were?
Torres. It's like they're all going on at the same time around the same area, kind of, but nothing was like really defined in it because it's not really like the same. It was kind of
There was
split
no
differently.
direct MO for each of them.
Mm-hmm. But they were like those were just more like they might have,
Yeah.
some might have got a little creative with those. But like 500 people confessed to the murders, and some of them were even alive during the time. They're like, "Yeah, I did that," and like they're like, "No, you didn't. You weren't even alive," you know.
I
Trying to
was
get
born
recognition.
5 years ago. This murder happened 10 years ago. I'm confessing to it.
No, literally. There was the first person to arrive on scene was, I think it's Aggie Underwood was the first to arrive on the scene, taking tons of pictures, finding a heel print nearby, as well as a tire tracks. A cement sack containing bloody water was also found nearby.
Bloody. That's interesting.
Yeah, they had to wash up their.
Well, that implies that there was a bloody sack, or was it bloody sack or bloody? Okay. So, I guess that was what they used to transport one of the halves.
Yeah. It's just overall, it's like not that really crazy. I mean, they had some evidence, but nothing like that was like, oh, it's you, you know.
To be honest, just pointing out the obvious, it was a good crime scene.
Yeah, I mean, they had stuff, but nothing to really point anybody to the crime. Nothing like DNA or anything. I don't even think they could do it at the time. Maybe actually, they had fingerprints. They had the only way they actually found out who Black Dahlia was because she got arrested like a couple years before. Forgot what it was for, but they had her fingerprints in the system, and they're like, that's her.
Yeah.
She was like that much like gone that they didn't know who she was, you know. It was
We got a Jane Doe over here.
So, how was she murdered?
What was the
blows to the
cause
head.
of death?
Blows to the
Blood
head.
first trauma.
Here, let me look. Her death was caused by hemorrhaging from the lacerations caused to her face and constant blows to her head. There are also signs of rape during the autopsy. So she has tons of blows to the head. Was initially what caused her to die.
So it definitely was I want to say it definitely was a kidnapping first.
Like she was trying to be an aspiring model, so she was putting herself into the media. So
Yeah.
there
I
could have been
definitely
someone
have
that
to say
thought
if it was
might have been in competition or something like that,
Yeah.
or like people, or like she got into something.
I want to say definitely was a kidnapping first, murder later.
No evidence to support that, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with the kidnapping because they yoinked her.
Yeah. Whether that as she was a corpse or alive at the time.
Mhm.
Because, some people are sick and want to rape a dead body.
Yeah, I don't know. People are just not great in the head.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if I had to put it in, it was a kidnapping knocked out, either intentionally knocked out of death, was knocked out at the kidnapping scene, or was knocked out, brought, raped, killed, or raped when dead, and then split in half, washed, put in an artistic pose in a empty lot. So that would be that's how it went down.
I'm just saying we have a aspiring detective here, and I think I need to put you in contact with Angelica so you guys can start your private investigating business. Because she's already tried to get me to do that. So,
With what information I have gotten, that's as good as I give you.
What I think that happened, I think is somebody that she was kind of like maybe working with. Honestly, like she tried to become a model, or like there's some bad love that happened, and then something along the lines is like someone that she kind of maybe knew because obviously.
I don't think it's bad blood. It doesn't make sense.
I think it is.
it doesn't seem like a crime
There's
of passion too much, but
No, I don't think so either. So I kind of take out like the married man out of that one. I think since there's a lot of people that you need to know to be like a model or like an actress or anything, I feel like there's
someone in the biz.
Someone in the business, yeah, that just saw her and just like didn't like her at all and just decided to take her out, but decided to do it in a really silly way.
I guess you could do that. It just doesn't make sense because it was rape too. I guess the hire. Yeah, well, I'm thinking it was a guy, probably. Or it was a hired help situation where it's like, I'll give you this much money to take care of my problem.
Yeah.
Situation. But it was definitely, like you said, either a man that's off his pills or person that is crazily mad at her.
Yeah.
And was like, I'm going to kill you and whatnot, and you want to be pretty? Here, I'll put you in an artistic pose as you lay in this dirty lot.
No, literally. What do you think, Thomas? What do you think what happened?
There's too many variables to say, and I don't like saying stuff on a half assumption. But
supposedly,
I don't. Regarding everything that was said and the evidence that they got, it's really hard to say, especially if we don't have DNA evidence and if there wasn't any biological trail or anything like that. But it definitely was premeditative.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because to be able to set that stage, you need to have a plan. And to be honest, if it wasn't premeditative, let's do a what if, like if it was an accident. You cleaned up the body too well. I'm just saying, because when there's an accident and you didn't mean for it to happen.
That's the thing.
You make mistakes.
Yeah, this doesn't seem, even if it's premeditative, this seems like it's been done more than it should be.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably done this before.
Yes. Yeah. This isn't something that has
beginning or continuation of some sort of serial killer that changes their MO.
Yes. And this could also be still related to the murders at the time in that area. He just wanted to make his work public this time. Because this was definitely a showing of what this person can do. Yeah. So, I guess it could be. The only way I could see it being jealousy of in the thing was somebody paid somebody else to get rid of her, and that somebody was obviously the guy that was getting murdering around.
Yeah, like a hitman.
Yeah, a hitman, psychic hitman situation of it's too good, and it's also in LA, so welcome to LA.
No, yeah, there's a lot going on in LA, so it's not really a great place.
No.
Yeah. But that's what I can grab from that conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
From it. That it was basically just hey, either aspiring actress of crazy man saw her on TV situation of, oh, you were great for my next piece type situation, or
I kind of find it funny he's framing it as a crazy artist that's just window shopping on TV for their next canvas.
Literally.
well, that type of person I don't think would actually watch on TV for their next canvas.
I've
That a coffee shop pervert.
Yeah, I can see that.
Where she was in the wrong place at the wrong time situation.
I don't think so.
I think it was.
It could have been that.
Maybe the discovery like that, but I think it was most definitely just premeditative on.
Oh,
you're
yes.
next.
You're
And this
next
is how we're
of,
gonna do
I
it.
was chilling in the coffee shop, you walked in, I'm now stalking you.
Yeah.
Could very well be that too.
But yeah, I think that will become our conclusion.
Our conclusion.
Yes.
We solved the murder. No clue
No,
who
we-
did it, but
Did it, but we do know possibly how and maybe its motivations.
yeah, we know the MO.
Yes, the MO. So, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. We're almost out of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we figured out the crime. We're all
Oh,
A-level detectives now. I used my brain. Now I need to go lay down for a nap.
good night, guys.
Thomas needs to do the same for a little bit.
I don't got time for that.
But
Anyway,
as always, see you later. And
This
this
is
is Zany Talks.
bye.